Hey Planty People, welcome back to my channel, Steady as She Grows. I'm Lorinda. So right now I'm going to be potting up one of my houseplants, my Oxalis. If you've never seen an Oxalis, it's the Shamrock Plant. See, they look like little shamrocks and they open and close every day. So it's kind of cool, but you can see it's looking a little wilty. So it needs to be repotted. It's been in this pot for probably a couple of years already. And it's time for a bigger pot. I probably could even divide it if I wanted to. And I just might do that. Divide it into two plants. I never have before, but hey, what the heck? See what happens. The worst thing that can happen is I kill it, but that would be bad. So yeah. There are so many other gardening projects that I could be doing right now, but I am choosing to do this. This time of year, I get really overwhelmed with gardening projects, and that's me right now. I just feel like I am running late. I haven't even started my seeds yet. My husband had surgery to remove his kidney stones, so I've been taking care of him. Just a lot of things going on. My youngest son got a job, thank goodness, but you know, carting him around and carting my oldest son around to work. He needs to work on getting his license. I need to take him driving. There's just so much going on. If you're a mom, you know it never ends. And right now I just feel really, really overwhelmed. So I'm just gonna step back, do one thing at a time. If I don't get my seeds started, it's okay. I did pop some seeds in the ground last month, and I was pretty sure that they were not going to germinate because it's been a month. And just yesterday, they started emerging from the ground. So I was so excited. I had popped in some cucumbers and some delicata squash, and some tomatoes, some Roma tomatoes, and some climbing beans. I think they're like pole beans or something. And they started to emerge. They all started to emerge on the same day. So I guess they needed the soil to be a certain temperature. So I was so excited because those then I will not have to start from seed since they're already in the ground. So I'm super excited for that. Just need to make sure the roly-polies stay away from them and do not eat them. And I have those little glass light covers that I use to protect my plants. I have those on top of them. And so that's really excited. It took them a month to germinate. So kind of crazy. I planted them February 22nd or something like that. So, but hey, better late than never. So that's kind of cool because I really do miss my homegrown cucumbers. But anyways, so I'm going to get this baby cakes potted up. And I also need to plant some potatoes. I'm so behind on planting my potatoes. I bought some grow bags to put them in grow bags. So I'll bring you along with me as I plant those up too. So this is going to be a hodgepodge of a video. Just getting some random, you know, planting done as we always need to do. And this is the pot that it's going to be going into. It's kind of similar. It's just a gray concrete style pot. It has a drainage hole inside that drains onto the built-in saucer, which is kind of cool. I just hope it doesn't overflow. I really need to make sure I'm careful putting water in it because I don't want it to mess up my table. Now, I really want a purple Oxalis. Have you ever seen the purple Oxalis? They are just beautiful. I really want one of those. I need to order them because I've never seen them in stores. Believe it or not, I bought this Oxalis on clearance after St. Patrick's Day, like 3 or 4 years ago. I got it for 75 cents. They were just clearancing them out because St. Patrick's Day is over because it's the Shamrock Plant. And I picked up 2 of them and I left them both outside and forgot about them. And when I finally remembered, they hadn't been watered in days. And I went out and one was completely dead and one was hanging on to life barely. So I soaked it because they do like to be watered really well. And it just came back to life and it's been thriving ever since. Every once in a while, I'll give it a little snip here and there, take out some really sad looking leaves. It does need to be fertilized really bad. Some of these leaves aren't even green in color. They're like brown. And I think I had a bug at one point, putting holes in the leaves, took care of that problem. And it just keeps going. So I'm really excited. It's starting to go to sleep for the night. When they go to sleep, they look like little arrows. It's kind of cool. So yeah, so here we go. I'm kind of scared to take this out. Let's see here. Okay, that came out easier than I thought. Look at that. Okay, so I am going to attempt to divide it. Let's see here. This view's a little better. All right, I think what I'm going to do is just kind of break it in half. Oh yeah. Oh, now they're getting all tangled. It's like untangling my kid's hair. Okay, I got some apart. So I'm going to show you something. This is what, they're like little tubers or something. They're like little beans. I don't know if you could see that. That's what the little roots look like. So I got a little clump of them right here. So I can put them in this pot. Sweet. Take off that one. And those look okay. All right. Right now I'm just going to use this from Job's Organics. It's the plant rose and flower fertilizer. I'm going to add some of this, just a little bit. I can't find my Osmocote. I like to add the slow release fertilizer Osmocote, but I don't know where it's at. I think I put it away to get it out of the rain one day, and yep, and then it's gone. So I potted up both of those pots of Oxalis. I divided it, and that clump stayed pretty much more together than the other one did, which is why this one looks a little more separate and falling down. But hopefully in the morning they will just perk up and stand up, because they do this every night. They go to sleep, they kind of lay down, close their leaves, and then in the morning they wake up and stand straight up and face the sun in my window. So it's kind of cool. I think that came out pretty good. So I'm gonna probably let them dry out here for a little bit while it's a little windy. And now I'm going to plant some potatoes. Hang on. Okay, Planty People, I need to plant some potatoes now. I had bought these potatoes at Sam's Club. You see that? So there's the Adirondack blue and the red and the russet gold. So I just picked these up. I think these were like $14.99 or something for a total of 24 tubers. But you could always turn them into more tubers. This is what I do. So the Adirondack, we only got 3 of those potatoes in that package. It always shows that there's more, but it says you actually get 4 tubers of the Adirondack blue. You get 10 of the red and 10 of the russet. So what I like to do, you can have them. You can cut them in halves or quarters as long as there is an eye left on it. And then you let them scab over for like a day, and then you can plant them. So 2 of them I just cut in half, and then 1 of them I just left whole to see which did better. And I'll know in a couple months. And so I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Instead of 4, I get 6 to plant. So you can cut it as long as there is an eye in the area that you cut it, and it's still a pretty good chunk. Like I wouldn't cut it into more than maybe quarters. Like I wouldn't just cut a little sliver of the eye off. You need a pretty substantial piece left of the potato to be able to, you know, fruit and set leaves and stuff like that. So I am going to plant these in a grow bag. So these are the grow bags that I have. I believe these are 20-gallon grow bags or 15, I can't remember. But these particular grow bags are more tall than they are wide, because with potatoes, you can keep covering them with dirt and covering them with dirt, and it just creates more tubers of potatoes along the way. So it's better to have it a little more narrow, so you can fold the bag down like this and then plant them a little bit lower. And as the tomatoes leave out, you can just keep raising this higher and higher and just filling it with more dirt until it reaches the top, and then you can cover that with dirt and then just let it go from there. So it will create tubers all the way up, just not in the little area that you planted in. So that's a kind of a cool little tip there. So let me show you how tall these bags actually are. I believe I bought 5 of them in a pack on Amazon. So this is actually how tall they are. And they have handles, so it's easy to move. And this is what I'm gonna start them with. I folded it pretty much in half. So, so then as it gets bigger, I can roll up the sides and fill it with more dirt. So I'm gonna fill this with dirt, and then we're gonna place the potatoes inside. So much to do, so little time. I swear this time of year I get so overwhelmed and I get so stressed out. Does anybody else feel like that? Like you're just running behind, you have all these gardening projects you wanna do and you can't get it done because there's just so much other stuff to do. It's like, ah. But what are you gonna do? Gardening's supposed to be fun, not stressful, right? Gardening actually relaxes me a lot. I suffer from anxiety pretty bad, and gardening is a way for me to just chill out. But just this time of year, it's like March and April, I just kind of get a little, my birthday is in April 5th. My youngest, his birthday is April 14th. And my oldest, his birthday is April 24th. So all 3 of us are in April. And I'm like, what are we going to do for our birthdays? So this time of the year, as it is, I'm already a little frazzled thinking what I'm going to do for all these birthdays. But yeah. What do you guys do for your birthdays? I used to have these big old parties for my kids. We had some really cool birthday parties. Once I had a Bob Ross painting party for them where I set up a TV and I had easels everywhere and paint, and everybody got to paint along with the TV what Bob Ross was painting. That party was a lot of fun. One year I had them a rock and roll birthday party when that game Rock Band was a big hit, and the kids got to perform. The invites I made were like little backstage passes. It was really cute. I loved having birthday parties for my kids. I loved throwing that stuff. But now they're older and they just want to hang out with their friends. But plus with COVID right now, there's not too much you can do, you know. Okay, I think that's going to be enough soil in here for now. You can kind of see that, I don't know. So I'm just going to place these potatoes with the eyes up and put them in the bag. I will show you what these look like afterwards. Okay, so you can see I put the potatoes in here just like this in the grow bag. So I halved the grow bag to almost half, maybe a little bit more than halfway down. Then I filled that about halfway with soil, and I popped the potatoes in with the eyes up, and then I'm just going to cover it with soil, probably to about right here. And then as it starts to sprout, you know, I'll just keep adding more dirt and just keep lifting up the sides until it reaches the top. Kind of cool. I just finished filling this one with soil, and so I got a few more bags to do. So I mean, once you see me plant one grow bag with little potatoes, you see me plant them all. So hopefully the next video or two will be of me starting seeds. I bought all kinds of seeds this year. I bought some tomato plants. I have a lot of cool things coming. Make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram page, Steady As She Grows. Starting in April, every Tomato Tuesday, I'm going to be posting a tomato growing tip. So make sure you go and follow me on my Instagram page because I have a lot of cool tips for you guys. Orange County Farm Supply actually had me put together a little video for them during their Festival de Tomates. And I put together a cool little segment with some tomato growing tips to grow that prized tomato. And I'm gonna put that right here at the end of the video. And so you guys can take a look at that. Since it is tomato season, I'm so excited. I actually got to harvest my first sun gold tomato today, and it tastes delicious. So I was super excited about that. I will see you in the next one. If you haven't yet, get out and grow something like potatoes. They are so easy. It's a set it and forget it. Well, you can't really forget it. You kind of have to water it, but you get it. Anyways, talk to you later. See you in the next one. Get out and grow something. Bye.